Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the front sway bar bushings on a Chevy Trailblazer. Now this is the 5.3 liter V8. It would be the same on any of the vehicles with the 5.3 liter General Motors V8 engine. Let's go ahead and get started. Now these are very easy to do. It's just right behind the front bumper. You don't even need to jack the car up or put it on ramps or anything. You can if you want a little more access, but you can get to it like how I'm going to do in this video just by sliding underneath. So let's go underneath and I'll show you where they're located. It's only two 15-millimeter bolts holding them in place on each one. Simple as that. Coming under the front bumper, we're going to go ahead and look up, and that is the one on the driver's side. Passenger side is down there. It's as simple as that, and then we'll take a look. You have one 15-millimeter bolt here. If we go onto the other side, you'll see the other one. And there's the other one. Now to complete this, these are the only items that you're going to need. First of all, obviously you're going to need your replacement bushings. They're fairly inexpensive. You can get them auto parts stores, online, anywhere. They're easy to come by. Next thing, you're going to need a ratchet, and you will need an extension. What I'm using here is about a 6-inch extension, but you could even use a 3, and then you'll need a socket, which is a 15-millimeter socket. And I do have a breaker bar here just in case these are hard to get off. You may need a breaker bar, but that's not always needed. So these are the only items. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can budget without the breaker bar. Give it a good pull. There we are. Came off. We're going to head here onto the other side and remove that one next. Give it a good push. There we are. If not, as we mentioned earlier, you may have to use a breaker bar if they're on too tight. But these were good. All right, so those are out. Next, we have this bracket. These can be on tight. You got to really pull that to work it down so we can get to the bushing that is inside of it. Pull that real good. Starting to get it. You can see it here separating from the bracket. There we go. That's how it comes off. This is our bushing here. They have a split in it, so it can slide right on and off. So we can just move it over here, slide it off this way. Let's take a look at it. This is the one we just took off. And as I mentioned, it really didn't need to be replaced. A little bit worn out compared to the new one, but still has a lot of rubber on it. What you don't want to have happen is where the rubber starts to wear off completely and it's rubbing on the sway bar as shown here. Okay, so we have it off. So if we lift this, here's our bushing right here. Normally it should have rubber on top. You can see how worn out it is. So this one, as we mentioned, we are doing suspension work, so I was just going to go ahead and be proactive and replace it anyway. Let's put the new one on and then we can reattach the bracket. So here's the sway bar. So we'll take the new bushing. We have the split. So we'll go ahead and spread it out over the bar, slide it on. You want it to now move around to this side. And you want the flat piece up, the rounded piece down. Slide it into position right here. The sway bar may have to be positioned, like in this case it shifts a little bit, so we'll just push it back to where it needs to be. There we go. Next we can take our bracket, slide it right over the new bushing. It should have a very tight fit like we have. So you're going to have to push it real good and get it up there. And then once we get it in position, then we can bolt it on. You may have to take a jack and raise the front end up a little bit. That'll get your stabilizer links to shift so you can get full flexibility on the sway bar to be able to push it all the way back. Let's give it a good push right here, and then we'll be able to slide it. There we go. And then now you have full flexibility. You can line it up perfectly with the holes so you can get the bolts in properly. Both bolts have been properly put in and torqued properly. So we can see here everything is nice and tight and secured. You want to make sure that you do both. So down at the other end, that one was already done before this video, but you want to do both at the same time. You don't just want to do one. The process is the same on either one, the driver or passenger side. So now everything is nice and tight and secure around the sway bar. All right, well, that wraps up this video on how to replace the sway bar bushings on a Chevy Trailblazer with the 5.3-liter V8. I hope that this video was informative for you. I hope it helped you out with any projects that you're working on. Please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.